Look, if they have access to adequate testing, and they seem to have access to more testing than they would have when they made this announcement before, if they've got access to testing and the ability to make this safe, then go ahead and do it. The problem is, I have to trust them that these things are actually true. Now, this becomes a convoluted mix because part of perhaps them having access to testing is the fact that the president of the United States offered this swing state heavy conference some of the emergency stack that they have, which is something he probably would not have done with the Pac 12 because those states probably aren't going to wind up swinging, right? That's part of what gets us here. But it takes me to a point I make all the time. Credibility is like insurance. You don't need it until you need it. And so they're putting in some provisions that should be encouraging. For example, if a player tests positive, you're withheld from activities for 21 days. That seems like something that would be good. There are these thresholds about certain numbers of players on a team. If they get them, then the whole team can't play. The problem is when you don't trust the people who are doing this, you've got to wonder, since those thresholds are so stringent, are the schools going to be honest about the fact that guys are testing positive? What's going to happen? We had this happen with these schools in the SEC who wouldn't give us testing numbers. And then you have a guy like Ogeron come out and be like, oh, yeah, everybody had it. Just thought we'd let you guys know that. Hopefully they don't get it again. So why should I trust these people when they're the ones that get all the money and the ones that they're sending out there to do this are the ones who get none of it? I don't trust a single bit of it. All I can do is cross my fingers and hope that this goes because most of us don't know enough to know medically whether they're doing the right thing or not. We just got a bunch of people who have not earned our trust, and it is a dereliction of duty from the people who are in our jobs to take the word of the Big Ten at every turn and just be like, oh, yeah, well, if they say it's cool, let's just go ahead and get into it. They deserve a serious level of scrutiny, and you're a sucker if you don't give it to them.